I'm sitting here with Tom Lardy, and I said that right, correct?
Yes.
And he is in the town Dalton, and he offers to let people stay at his house. So I just wanted to ask you some questions, like how long have you been doing this?
45 years.
45 years?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And what got you started doing this?
Well, I'm a hiker myself,
Uh-huh.
so I know it's not easy, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And so can you tell me what, when people come here, like what do they, like what do you allow them to do?
Well, most people are looking for, when they come into a town, to try to do laundry and showers, and the many restaurants that are in town are really great.
Right.
You know, a good place to eat some real food for a
Right.
change.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a really good sub off of your Angelina's, off of your
subs.
recommendation.
Yeah.
And so here, you have a pretty large backyard, and we're allowed to tent back there.
Right.
And but you're doing so much more. Like you have is that, would you call that your hiker box right there?
Free food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you offered us coffee this morning and
Yeah.
muffins this morning. And I got a Pedialyte drink because I wasn't having coffee, which was so generous. And so what, what motivates you to keep doing this?
Well,
That's a long time.
Because there's so many nice people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the question I wanted to ask you? Is there a season that you do this through, or?
Well, I could see people from March till December.
March to December.
Yeah.
And you don't charge anything, but you do. I saw you do have a donation jar.
And some hiker put that there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, that's good. I think that's awesome. And we loved your flower bed out there with all the trekking poles in it.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
That's my graveyard for dead trekking poles. I keep them for spare parts.
Yeah?
Yes.
I could have probably used those a while ago.
Yeah.
I was having some issues.
Yeah.
But, well, I just want to thank you so much because this has been such a pleasant experience for us, and we've just really enjoyed it. Yeah. So I know when we came in, we knocked on your door and you gave us kind of the rundown of, like what to do and where to eat and where to shower and where to go to the bathroom and all that stuff. And so it has just been a really special experience for us. So you're part of our journey, and we just want to let you know how much we appreciate it. So thank you so much. So thank you. This is the flowers and all the trekking poles. And it's got trekking poles welcoming, but this is his home. And such a nice guy. Right. We just left Tom Lardy's house, and we just found out that he is 83 years old, which is amazing. And he has been helping hikers since 1979, which is the year I graduated from high school. So that was his first experience at helping through hikers, and he's been doing it every year since. So he's a pretty incredible man, in my opinion. We're gonna stop by the gas station so I can brush my teeth, wash my hands, go to the bathroom, get rid of some garbage, and then we are going to continue on through the town of Dalton, which the AT walks right through. So then we're heading up the mountain, hitting Greylock today. Good morning. It is day 125, I believe, and we are headed north. You can see the skies don't look great, but according to Tom, it is supposed to clear up, and we're supposed to have a beautiful day and good weather for the next week or so. So I'm banking on that, Tom. Everybody here is very much into flowers, and I love it. We finally made it to the woods. This is what the trail looks like coming out of Dalton. Someone just told us they saw a bear not too far back. And so Phoenix is leading the way because she hasn't seen one yet on the trail. We want her to be able to get the first look if we get the chance to see it. We have been climbing for a little bit now, but now we're hitting the rocks. I'll share a little bit of the climb with you. It's real humid. My face is already soaking wet, and the bugs are getting after me. I lost my hat, so I can't really use my bug net because otherwise it'll just stick to my face. So hopefully when we get to the next town, I can get something. Phew. All right. I think I said this yesterday, but I saw one of the guys that I interviewed early on this hike from Warrior Expedition, and he was hiking with another guy from Warrior Expedition, and his trail name is Violet. And I was talking to him this morning, asking him, like how his journey was, thanking him for his service, and he had really positive things to say. Feels like the journey is helping him and that he's enjoyed it. There's been some hard days and some good days, but overall it's been a good experience, and he's glad he did it, or is doing it, I should say, because he's still on the journey. And so I thought that was awesome. I'm so glad to hear that, because I'm definitely a fan of the Warrior Expedition program. I think it's really wonderful that they provide this opportunity to combat veterans. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, I did a couple interviews with some of those veterans that are doing the Warrior Expedition, but you can get online and check out their organization and maybe even help support it, because these guys have given so much for our country, and to support this cause I think would be awesome. We are headed down off of our first climb and headed to Cheshire, Massachusetts, at least that area. That is where we're going to have lunch before we take the big climb. And so we'll get re-energized, and I've been working really hard at drinking every 10 or 15 minutes, but trying to keep this body hydrated so it'll operate better for me. A couple people made comments that they thought that maybe my legs felt heavy because I was dehydrated, so I'm going to take that suggestion and run with it. And then I think I need to do a better job of stretching at the end of the day. I was able to use one of those rollers on my legs this morning, but my muscles don't get sore. I don't get sore after a day of hiking, but when I'm climbing, my legs definitely feel fatigued. So I'm going to keep on working on that, and we're going to keep on heading north. It's exciting because we'll see 9 Lives tomorrow and get into Vermont the next day. Oh man, I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but that breeze feels wonderful. I'm definitely a fan. and I'm enjoying the temperatures. The humidity has dropped off a little bit, so that's good. And I think the clouds have lightened up a little bit too. So maybe Tom was right and today's gonna clear up and be a nice day. Look at this guy hanging out.
Did you all? I forget where this was. It was somewhere back in Virginia, I think. Did you see that really creepy display of like doll heads and
Yeah.
hearts just off trail? That was weird.
This is pretty cool though. You gotta be paying attention to find him.
Yeah.
Hey little guy. I'm really glad I didn't have to climb that. But it sure is beautiful. Just came from up there where those rocks are, but looking over here. See, Pennsylvania, they would have had us going over that. Massachusetts, it's letting us go alongside it. Of course, I don't know what Mount Greylock's going to be like, so, but at this particular climb, or descent, because that's what we're doing right now, we don't have to climb through that. Isn't that wonderful? We are almost to Cheshire. I think I'm saying that right. And we're gonna dry out our tents. And my Tyvek is soaking wet. And I'm gonna take my shoes and socks off. I may go into the outfitters here and see if they have some shoes, because I think mine are about due to be changed out. I was hoping I could wait a little bit longer, but I looked at the bottoms and they look pretty worn out. And that just means that I'll have to buy one more pair after this, probably to finish the hike on top of Katahdin. And then I'll have some miles left on it for hikes later on after I'm done with my through hike. Just came out of the woods and we are following the white blazes through this neighborhood. There's a cooler right by somebody's house. We got some water. Just ordered my pasta salad over there, and this is what it looks like. If I have room, I'll get some ice cream. There's the ridgeline we'll be climbing. We're getting off the road and getting back in the woods. Mountain Greylock is 7.7 to the summit, and so from here on out we are climbing. Here's the ridge line we'll be going up and over, and that tower over there is where we'll be heading, right?
Yep.
Whoops. There's the tower we'll be heading to. Holy bonkers. That part of the climb was a butt kicker. We get a little bit of a break here, and then we have another good climb to take us closer to Mount Greylock. So I'm going to take advantage of this easier elevation gain to recuperate, and then we'll be right back at it. This is our recovery part of the trail. Here's what we have next. The second part of this climb has just kicked in. All right, we're heading to Bascom Lodge, and that is 3.1. So, well, Greylock, we're coming after ya. Oops, and then I trip. Golly. And, boy, we have a sense of humor, don't we? So, we've been hiking for almost 2 hours now. And we still have 3.1 to get to the summit. But we're getting there one step at a time. And before you know it, Mount Greylock, you're going to be in our back pocket. So I think self-talk here is really important because this is a good climb and it's challenging, but it will definitely be rewarding. It's a pretty section. We are about done with the second climb, and there have been such a variety of scents in the forest. It's been awesome. This climb wasn't as tense as the other one, but still tough. All right, 2.6. Got those white blazes to chase, and we will summit Mount Greylock. It's beautiful, right? Oh my goodness. Those look like almost like orchid leaves. Just came along this sweet poem written on the bark. This forest is just beautiful, so enchanting. And the breeze, oh, love the breeze. The blue is trying to fight its way through. And we only have 1 more mile to summit Mount Greylock, and then Greylock, we own you. We will summit you and put you in our back pocket. Keep on heading north. Can't wait to see the top. Season 1 told me I needed to have my camera on for this. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. Okay, we have about 0.4 to get to the summit. And so this is part of the last climb to get up there. And then we will have conquered Mount Greylock. And it's just getting us ready for what's ahead. I'm so excited to get up there and see what it looks like. Okay, Mount Greylock summit. I think we can climb this. If so, I'm all in, baby. Okay. Boy, I can hear the wind rustling. I thought I was at the top. We still got a ways to go. Made it to the top. There is the lodge. We are staying at the Mount Greylock Lodge, and this is the bunk room. And it was 40 something. It would end up being like $50.25 for a bed. That's my bed. And so we decided to stay here. It would have been like $250 to stay in a room with a bunk bed and one queen. And then they have individual showers. They have 4 showers with individual rooms. I just took mine, and then a bathroom right here. And I'm gonna turn this around. They do serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dinner is $45. So we're not gonna do that, but we are gonna go down there tomorrow for breakfast. But this is the best part. Look at this view. This is a view from our bunk room. I just came down the stairs and this is what I saw. I think we're actually 604 right now. This is the lobby. Look at that grand fireplace. Check out that cloud. Isn't that crazy? Look at what I'm dressed in. Can you believe it? We're going to see the colors of the sunset. And it's freezing out here. And just the other day I was sweating bullets. Look at that sunset. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's where we're staying. We found the shelter, Thunderbolt shelter. We don't know if it's something that hikers could stay in, but we're gonna find out. You get in? Let's.
We could have stayed in here.
Man,
Look at how cool would this be?
that would have been awesome. And we would have had it all to ourselves because nobody else knows about
I
it.
know, that's why I was like, I know there's a shelter up here that we could have stayed at.
Bummer.
And our own beds. I mean, it's nice to have a shower, but
Right.
this would have been so cool.
Wow. We'd had to close this window because it's getting chilly outside. Okay, well that's a wrap for today. We are staying at the lodge at the top of Mount Greylock, and we just ate food out of our food bag tonight because the dinner here was reservations only, and we could have gotten in, but it was $45 for a meal, and that was a little too pricey for us. So we're gonna eat breakfast down there though, and then we're gonna hit the trail and head down to town, which I can't remember, I'll put it up here, and meet 9 Lives. He's gonna pick us up from the trailhead. So then we're gonna do our laundry, we're gonna resupply, we're gonna spend some time with him, and then we're gonna get back on the trail and head to the first shelter. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Today was a great day. It was not as hard as I thought it was gonna be. I did my own fear-mongering today and in my head, but turned out to be a pretty good day. Beautiful, some beautiful views today, and top of Mount Greylock is awesome. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, peace out.